cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. Everybody now.
Somebody shut that goddamn baby up. I mean, this is one.
Cyrus, shut up.
Yeah. No, this is one screening where babies could have been crying in the theater and it would have been much better than this movie.
Yeah.
You know, it is funny how many R-rated, violent, sex-filled movies we see where people bring their kids and their infants. And this one, it's all about a baby. Not a single kid in there.
There's plenty of violence in this film, especially seeing the lead actor push that poor little kid, across the floor. And I'm like, what the f*** am I watching here?
I know. Was that considered to be like child
abuse?
Child cruelty or child abuse?
They ain't do nothing bad to that kid. Baby's a half rubber.
I'm sure they had a take with Josh what's his name?
Duhamel.
Duhamel punching that baby in the stomach under the face. They're like, cut, not that hard. It's a baby. Sorry. The kid was an angel compared to the arguing that this couple did in this movie. Josh Duhamel.
He had that sort of Timothy Oliphant has sex with Johnny Knoxville. Look.
Yeah, him and Captain Heigl, man, they're on a blind date, and it goes horribly wrong before they even get out of the parking lot. And the reason why they were set up is because she's the best friend of this girl who's married to this guy, and this guy's the best friend of Josh Duhamel's character. And so even though this first date didn't work out, they still have to see each other because they're always crossing paths when they come over to the house to see their best friends.
You have a kid, they're both made the godparents. It's like, I'd be like, look, you've got other friends. What are you fucking this shit?
Yeah, and their best friends die in a car wreck, which leaves their infant daughter. Now, why with these two people around them all the time, Katherine Heigl and Josh Duhamel, fighting all the time, why they would want to put this kid in their care, I don't know.
Because they hated the kid?
This kid grows to be as hot as Catherine Hendricks or whatever. Because Christina Hendricks, who cares about her name? She's hot. And this kid's got it made. From there, I mean, the movie is a pretty much typical romantic comedy, which is nothing wrong with that, really. But these characters are underdeveloped to the point where all they have to do is just scream at each other.
Neither one of them are charming. They clearly don't belong together on any level other than some sort of imagined, well, they must have seen something in us that made them think we'd be the right person.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were the only two good-looking friends they had.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their cast of neighbors that keep coming over to visit, and these are all, rejects from the comedy club. They paired these two people up. It's like, wow, I have one good-looking friend and you have one good-looking friend.
Can't wait for that kid to turn 7 years old. It's ugly as shit. They drop that kid on somebody's doorstep and you ring the doorbell and take off running.
Katherine Heigl, I mean, honestly, I wish she would, try to go outside her acting range as far as being somebody I actually like for once. Because I used to like have a huge crush on that chick. But the more I got to, see her in her roles, the more I started to really despise her and just hate her. And I know it's not her. It's these roles that they're giving her, which I guess they're easy for.
The movie was frustrating because it would have these moments I thought where they're exploring how hard it is to raise a baby. And every time I would start to think I'm liking it, it would go into a montage.
Yeah. Oh my God,
yeah.
more montages than
I counted 4, maybe 5 montages.
I counted 5.
And you got to bring in the argument where they just one argument breaks them up. You have to have the airport scene.
That was really the death knell.
There are some scenes that actually made me either feel like these two characters were human beings and they were very small, and they were near the end where it just felt like it was a relief not having to hear them argue with each other anymore. Or there were scenes in there that were genuinely funny, like Faison Love when he came in as a camp.
Faison Love was great. He stole the movie for the time he was on.
Yeah, the baby's here. You left the baby. 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 You left your baby. You left your baby.
Walter, please. I got no choice. I need your help as a friend.
No. You can't leave me with your baby. Are you on crack? I could be the baby cab killer.
I know all about you, man. I know that you keep a clean cab. I know that you drive the speed limit, and I know you got 3 kids who you love to death.
You know why? Because they're my kids. I hate other people's kids.
We'll be having the TV on one week, and then this movie's going to come on as the middle of the day movie on cable.
Throw that TV out the guy.
And then we'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that movie a couple of years ago. I forgot that we were even ever there. This is probably the lowest of a rental that I could give this, but I do give it a low rental.
Some people aren't really movie buffs. They just like something to kill some time with.
Yeah.
But for anyone else, at best, it's a low rental.
My feelings about the film aren't as negative as you guys. It had a couple places it could have ended well and just didn't know how to stop. I'm not even saying a low rental. It's just a rental.
Yeah.
This movie fucking lasted my whole fucking day. I honestly felt like I was in that theater for ever with 2 bickering assholes. This is getting some bullshit.
So matinee, you said?
Fuck that.
I do understand how this movie annoyed you. If I was that kid riding with those two people, I would unbuckle myself in my child seat and just let myself out the car.